All right, welcome to our first flipped faculty meeting. You will be responsible for viewing this before our 1 p.m. meeting on Friday, February 1st. So hope that you will take care of that by then. Everything is in writing, so you can stop this, pause the video, take notes, do what you need to do, and then please be sure to write down any questions because that's how we'll open up the meeting with any questions from what was covered in our video presentation. So let's go ahead and get started. First, wanted to visit with you about lockdown and intruder procedures. Of course, we had our drill and we last week, and there were some things we did well, and then there were some weaknesses that became very apparent through the use of the drill procedure, and that's why we drill. We drill so we can find those weaknesses, we can remediate those weaknesses, and we can move forward with a better way to protect our students and ourselves. So if you have any questions about what occurred during the lockdown, if you have any ideas, concerns, thoughts, please do bring those to the meeting so that we can address them. We are going to take time during our faculty meeting to go to wherever we work, whether it's the portable, the lower school building, middle school, ELC, and actually walk through possible scenarios that could occur and think, okay, if the intruder was here, what would I do? If the intruder showed up at my door, how would I respond? And just kind of walk through so you can start thinking how you would react to each of those things and what would be the best practice. We also, future drills probably won't be announced. We'll probably just initiate it with a loud sound. It won't sound like gunshots because I don't want to freak everybody out, but it will be a loud sound. Whatever it is, I'm going to introduce it to you on Friday. I still haven't decided yet, but hopefully I'll introduce it to you so you'll know what to be listening for, and when you hear it, what you need to do next. And we're going to walk through how that looks. Because let's be honest, chances are if there were actually, God forbid, an intruder with a gun, they're not going to, I mean, we're not going to have time in the office to make an announcement because we're probably going to be shot. So we need to figure out how we're going to get that word out and how we're going to do it effectively. And we have some ideas to go over. Changing topics, want to talk to you about the new attendance policy for next year. We have developed a new attendance policy. It will be included in the enrollment contract, so it becomes part of the contractual agreement for our students next year. I'm not sure if it's going to be 8 days per semester that's allowed or 9 days a semester that's allowed, probably one of those two. And for middle school students, that also includes each individual class, 8 absences or 9 absences per class. If they have more than that number of absences per semester, they run the risk of not receiving credit for the semester. There will be some possible remedies like Saturday school. Now, does that mean that every person who, let's say somebody's out with mono for 2 weeks, of course we're not going to punish them for being ill, but we have some people who just decide they don't want to come to school today, and that's not acceptable. It makes more work for you. It gets them behind academically. We're saying if they attend Trinity Episcopal School that we are overseeing their academic progress, and it's hard to do that when they don't come to class. Talk about proper use of demerits. This is really just a reminder for you that demerits should be used for behavior incidents and not for academic issues. You know, if a child doesn't do his homework or doesn't finish an assignment, then they should get a bad grade. That's where that should be reflected. Now, if it's a habitual homework is not coming in, you know, and it's habitual forgetfulness, then that could fall under not being prepared for class, which is a reason to perceive a demerit. But what we just want to make sure is that there's not a double indemnity here, that they're not getting, you know, punished twice for the same offense. Let me know if you have any questions about this. We are looking at changing some of the grading policies in middle school beginning next year. Beginning next year, all classes will receive a numeric grade in middle school. This includes specials. It doesn't include the Wednesday, Friday classes like golf or yoga. We're not talking about those. What we're talking about is art, music, technology, athletics. And really it's because all of our teachers put a lot of time and effort into planning their classes, and students need to be there for them. Each specials teacher will work on a rubric, that will eventually go out to students and parents so they know exactly what is expected of them to maintain a certain grade point average in that class. I do ask that you don't discuss this at length or really at all with the middle school students or the fifth grade students because we don't even know what the policies are going to look like exactly. We're still crafting them, and I've already had 2 requests for parent conference from current middle school parents, and I don't even have anything to tell them because we're still working on it. So help me out with that, and I'd appreciate it. Um, I know there are a lot of technology issues that we are continuing to work through. Right now, we're trying to decide if we're going to go to a dual platform, which means that we will move over to a PC-based product in addition to the iPads we have that are currently working. I know some of our iPads have become very outdated, and so for the long run, they're not going to be something that we can use for a lot more years to come. What we are considering is taking the tuition money that students will pay next year in middle school and purchasing as a group purchase a Chromebook for each 6th, 7th, and 8th grader. We will preload those with the apps that they need, and then we will give them to the students. They will be the students, the students will own them. When they leave 8th grade, they take them with them. We will manage it from the standpoint of pushing out apps when they need to be sent out to them. But other than that, they will receive them. And then starting the 2021 school year, students in 3rd grade and 6th grade will receive Chromebooks. And then we'll do that every year, 3rd grade and 6th grade. So the 3rd graders will take them with them to 4th grade and eventually to 5th grade. In 6th grade, they'll get a new one. So we'll have a 3-year replacement model, and then K3 through 2nd will continue to use iPads unless we feel like we can move to something different, a different platform that will work better. We'll have to check that out as we go. I also know a lot of you need new teacher computers. We are aware of that, and we're just trying to figure out what is the most economical and what will work best with what we already have. So bear with us. We have plans in store, and it is a budget line item for next year, or for this, and we have some money we could use this current year as well. Just wanted to remind you, based on the email that I sent out earlier this week, that the Episcopal Church welcomes all people. Therefore, Trinity Episcopal School welcomes all people and does not discriminate. What I need you to understand is when you work at Trinity Episcopal School, no matter what your personal beliefs may be, you need to support what we do as a school. And that doesn't just involve this, that involves all aspects of the school. You may disagree on a personal level, and that's fine. That is your right to do so. But if you work here, then publicly and talking to other parents, even if those are, your child's friends' parents, you need to be supporting what we do at the school. And if you can't do that, then you need to come and talk to me. And if I find out that, something happened and you're not supporting the school policies, then you and I will be having a discussion. Want you to be on the lookout for a Slack app invitation that will be sent to you before the faculty meeting on Friday. I'm asking that you please download that app onto your phone. And there are reasons for this that we will discuss at the faculty meeting. But please go ahead and take care of that. That will save us some time so we can get started and then go home. We are really going to look at moving towards project-based learning. That is the plan moving forward at Trinity Episcopal School. Here are a couple of videos that are just introductory videos for you to watch. We're also going to be bringing in some trainers to walk you through what project-based learning looks like and how to construct lessons and what we want to see as a school. I'm really excited about it. I think this is a way that learning needs to go. It's teaching through projects. It's not just assigning a project. We've all done projects in our class. This is more than that. And so we'll have training that will walk us through step by step what it looks like and support throughout the year. I'm pretty excited about it. I hope that you'll get excited about it too. Is it something different? Yes. Can we do it? Absolutely. Are our teachers skilled enough to do this? You bet. But there will be a learning curve, and I understand that, but I think that we can make this happen. There are very, very few elementaries in the state that do project-based learning. There are more middle schools, but there aren't a whole lot of elementaries, but we can be one of them, and I'm looking forward to it. Just want to talk to you about contracts and renewals. I will have intent to return forms for you on Friday at the faculty meeting. I'll need you to sign those and return them to me by Monday, February 4th. Also, teacher contract salaries for the 1920 school year are going to be determined using the 1819 TEA base salary schedule. We have to set our budget, and that's the current TEA schedule that is out. So that's what we'll be using for the following year. Trinity Sunday has been set for April 7th, 2019. I would love to have classes cover different things during the service, so please talk to Amy if you're interested in finding ways for your class to be involved. I know that a lot of us go a lot of different places to worship every Sunday. I strongly encourage you to attend Trinity Church just this one Sunday out of the year. And students who do attend will receive a free dress day. Please let that be known in your class. Let them know in your class newsletters. And just know our church members, they really love seeing our kids. They love seeing them in their uniforms. And it's good for both sides. But, you know, we want to grow that community spirit between our church and our school. And this is just a really nice way to do that. They should wear chapel dress to Trinity Sunday if anybody asks, so you know that as well. Just some reminders. If you attended the ELA Adoption Fair, please do refer to that timeline that Kimberly Tomashik gave you regarding when she needs feedback and other information. Pi Day is coming up on the Thursday before we get out for spring break, so don't forget to include that information in your newsletters as well. Also, again, Trinity Sunday and the free dress day that is available to those that attend. I need your intent to return forms by Monday, February 4th. Wanted to let you know PTO is considering having the middle school students go to Splashway for their part of Super Fun Day. It's really hard for them to come up with activities that 3-year-olds want to do that 13-year-olds also want to do. So they're looking at that as an option. K3 through 5th grade would still be there on campus with us. And they are actually requesting, I think, a sack lunch that day. Or if your room moms want to get together and provide lunch for your class on that day, that would be fine as well. Also, just a reminder that we can certainly exchange Valentines, but we're not doing full-blown parties. Our full-blown parties are Christmas, Easter egg hunts, and end-of-year parties. Also, we are looking at possibly offering a new special next year, and that would be a makerspace. I'll talk more to you about that at our faculty meeting. I'm really, really excited about it. I would love to have your input as well. I think it would be something really fun that we can make happen. So that is basically it. That's all I needed to tell you. So if you can go ahead and come to the faculty meeting with your questions, we will go ahead and get started on our day. And also Kimberly Tomashik and her crew that worked on Portrait of a Trinity Student will be sharing those with us so that we can they can obtain feedback and we can continue on. Now, the Portrait of a Trinity Student was actually something that was recommended that we do during our accreditation visit. So there being nothing else, I would look forward to seeing all of you on Friday. Thank you.